Ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know.
Coach, thank you. We have playoff football and bone-chilling playoff football at that in the city of brotherly love at Lincoln Financial Field. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Ready? Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check 9, check 9. 12. Hey, check Mike 57.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll make it third down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that 1 foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Here we go.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Trickstone, travel. 25, check 25.
To throw is Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's got room. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, 36 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Go.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 24.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
First carry down for Jordan Howard. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure.
Here we go.
When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Switch up.
Working from the gun. Wentz steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
56 the Mike, boys. 56. Great 15.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Eric Armstead able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 33 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Now on 2nd and 16. Wentz. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Here we go. 180. Come on, baby. Come on. Lock. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Here we go. 180. Watch the pass.
Throwing up first is Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jalen Hurd there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Garoppolo's pass complete to Jalen Hurd. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Now Gould for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run from the pistol with Howard, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoun. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Breida. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
61, matchbox lights.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Now Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Watch it.
I know, but you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Eric Armstead, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at it.
Going for the deep ball. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Deshaun Jackson, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 15.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing just outside his own goal line. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here comes Pettis on the return. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
54. Mike 54.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 31. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! We taking wins home. Hey, 21, 21. Here we go.
Check 3, check 3.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Right there.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go, here
2nd and goal from the 1.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Hey, gun.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Hey, alert. Man.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Let's put that.
On 1st, they go right back to Howard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now Howard Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, here we go.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll run with Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. He's got a first out or more inside the 30. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go. 280. Hey, empty.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Sproles.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
I'm here all day.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Another run here with Sanders. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Here we go. 180.
Here we go, D.
21.
Now on 2nd and 16. Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here we go.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively.
Get ready.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 63 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
They probably just want to put this one behind them. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Another run with Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Squeeze, double. Bang, 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 bang.
What's your son?
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And some room to run now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. One final try now for Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.